Hi there, I'm Mike, and what I have for you today is July's Geek Fuel. Fuel. Let's see what's inside it, shall we? As always, we start off with the trusty Geek Fuel magazine. On the front we have Spider-Man, star of the summer blockbuster, Spider-Man Homecoming, a movie that I saw and loved. It was great. Is there anything interesting in here? There's a little in memoriam for Adam West. He will always be my first Batman. Oh, yeah, the gift guide. I always like this because there's usually like ridiculous stuff in here that I like to point out. I think this time I'm going to showcase the Ein puppy. I'm pretty sure it's Ein. Yeah, it's Ein from Cowboy Bebop. It's the best. And only $20. What a bargain. And then a bunch of people that aren't me. But hey, I've been in there before, so if you're in here and you're watching this, congrats. Next, the game. It's Steamroll. It looks like it's good for Windows, Mac, and Steam OS. Steamroll, a steampunk adventure and puzzle game. Ooh. Steamroll is an adventure and puzzle game. Okay, glad to reiterate that. With a touch of mini golf. Mini golf. It creates a steampunk atmosphere where you will have to solve puzzles by designing and shooting steam balls. I don't know what a steam ball is, but it sounds good. From your vehicle to create ramps and walls, activate triggers, blow things away, and more. Actually, this sounds pretty good. So sorry if you were all jazzed up to get that. I'm gonna keep this because it sounds like something I'll play. Oops. That bounced right back at me. Let's get into the meat and potatoes of the box because the first parts are usually boring. We start off with the shirt. Let's give it a try on. 1, 2, 3. Hoo! Oh, oh, oh. Do you see these? Do you see them? They're rock hard because this is a Firefly shirt and I love Firefly. It's good. It's a good show. And that makes the shirt good. It's a good shirt. It's a good color. It's brown, which is like a Firefly thing. I got the brown coats going on. It's got a nice graphic of the actual Serenity with Chinese. I'm pretty sure it's Chinese. It should be Chinese because they had a whole China thing in there going on. It says Serenity established 2517. You can't take the sky from me, which is the theme song. That's really all I have to say about the shirt. It's a good shirt. I like it. I'll definitely wear it. It looks good on me, I feel like, looking at it in the camera back. What's next? Street Fighter V Kid Robot vinyl minifigure. I'm assuming that this is a blind pack and not everyone got the same one. I hope. We're gonna find out. The possible minifigures on the box are as shown. That if you want to pause that and look at them, you can probably pick them out. It's been a while since I've played Street Fighter. Basically, since Street Fighter 2. So I'm pretty out of the loop when it comes to Street Fighter. So let's see if I got someone I know, because there's that. Now while I open this, I'm just gonna talk about my general thoughts on mini vinyl figures. I like the idea of them. I like that they're little knickknacks that you can have on your shelves around your office, whatever. I don't like the blind bag. I don't like that I'm basically gambling by spending not a small amount of money. If these things were $4, $5, I wouldn't care. I'd buy them all doubles, trade them, whatever. But they're like $13, $14. That's ridiculous. That's just absolutely insane to gamble on a small knickknack that you may already own just to get like a rare one or whatever. It's weird. So this is someone I definitely don't know. The past has taught me anything. As soon as I say I don't know something, down there people are gonna comment and say, "What, are you an idiot? This is this guy. How can you not know that? What kind of geek are you?" Whatever, it's fine. But I'm definitely not gonna make any obvious Arab Bedouin jokes here. He looks like he might be a Saiyan. I think that might be his eye, but it also looks like it might be a Scouter. And this hat thing is covering up his Super Saiyan hair there. I've made him his own backstory. The Kid Robot aesthetic isn't really my favorite either. They're minimal articulation, they have arms, and that's about it. But at least, while they're smaller, at the very least, they don't have dead shark eyes like Funko Pops. But at least Funko Pops aren't blind bags, so there's that, I guess. I think if I were to get any blind bags on my own with my own money, like purposefully, I'm gonna stick with the Loyal Subjects. I tend to like their aesthetic a little better. They have better articulation. They usually come with a lot of fun accessories and things like that. This is all this guy came with. So I don't know who this is. I'm waiting for someone to tell me in the comment section down below. I'm sure that it won't take much time for me to find out. I'm counting on you guys. Let's see how many responses I get. I'm gonna guess at least 10, maybe. Who knows? What's next? This is, as always, my favorite thing in the box. I know it's a pin. I generally don't like pins. I don't have any use for them. But what I like about Geek Fuel is they take a pin, a concept. They have their little droid guy that they do, and they theme it after something that you liked from your childhood. So far for me, there hasn't been a dud yet. And then equally as good, the package. The package they presented in is just fantastic. This is a great recreation of the Thundercats action figure box. It even has the LJN logo down here, but it's not LJN, it says Geek Fuel. But that little rainbow thing with that font, you guys, as always, you nail this. And even though it's a pin, and I definitely don't care about pins, I care about these. And I don't even want to open them because the packaging to me is just as important as the pin itself. Now, this is Panthro, or Panthrover, which I think is actually pretty, that's clever. That's really clever. Panthrover, I like that. The possibilities back here, we've got Lionbot or Lion-O, Chitara or Shitara, I guess. And then the rare ones out of 500 that I didn't get are Snarfuel and Mumrover, which is not as clever as Panthrover. I didn't get those, and that's fine. Anyway, I love these. I can't help but love them. I just can't. What's next? Last in this box, we have a goddamn can. Ow. Ow, my knife just fell off of my table. Ow, hold on. It got me a little bit. Not much. I don't think I'm bleeding. I'll let you know if I'm bleeding. I'm not bleeding right now, but I definitely went blade down. This is a glorified can koozie. Geek Fuel, did you guys know that Loot Crate was also giving us a can koozie this month? Let me get out of the package. Let's take a look at it, at the very least, before I rip it apart. So, first things first, it's obviously Donkey Kong themed, which, sure. And secondly, on a positive note, it is a better, higher grade can koozie than the one that Loot Crate gave, which is basically the generic thin little flat thing that you get that they throw out at you at a football game, or will be in like you signed up for a new account at this bank kind of thing. You know, like the freebies they give out. This is on the nicer side. It's sturdier. It's not, like, I can still squeeze it, but it's definitely nicer. It's more well made. But at the end of the day, it's a can koozie, and I don't care. This is a nothing item. Now, I know theoretically can koozies are supposed to keep this cooler longer, blah, 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 yeah. Whatever. It's not worth anything. It's basically Republic credits on Tatooine, and you're in Watto's junkyard trying to buy. Why am I referencing episode 1? Oh my god, I'm so sorry. Long story short, I don't like can koozies as a thing in boxes. Come on, you're better than this. Let's wrap it up. So this is your first time watching me unbox something, or your millionth time watching me unbox something. I like to be very upfront and honest with what I think about these. Just because I got them, I don't freak out just because they happen to be something I know. I think about this objectively. Is this something that's worthwhile? Let's take a look at this as a whole. I do this out of a 5-point system. There happen to be 5 items here. So basically each item is worth a point, half a point, or no point. And that will give us the final score over what I think of this box as a whole. Is it worth it? Let's start with the shirt. I like the shirt. I'm going to wear the shirt. I'm happy I own this shirt. It gets the full point. The game. I'm actually keeping the game. I like puzzle games. Steampunk isn't my favorite kind of aesthetic or genre, I guess, maybe. It's tough to give us a full point because it could be a bad game. I don't know. And I'm not going to look up reviews for it while I'm filming this as an unboxing. It sort of ruins the honesty of it. But, and this might not sound good to you, so this is a little bit subjective. I'm not saying this is definitive, but this is me. I'm going to give this a half a point. I feel like that's fair. The kid robot thing. I mean, at least it's something, I guess. These things have a definitive value. They go for about 12, 13 bucks. It's not a character I care about, but at least it's something, I guess. Like in the box, it's not like a junk item, I guess. I don't consider this a junk item, so I'm gonna give this a half a point. If it were a character I cared about, I might give it a full point, but Street Fighter isn't like my jam, and I don't know who this is. I'm gonna do the pin here, full point. I love the pin. I love Thundercats. I love the whole presentation. Even though it's a pin, I don't care. I like it. And finally, the can koozie. It's got pluses. It's Donkey Kong, which is fine. I like Donkey Kong. It is a higher grade can koozie with a nicer packaging that it came with. It at least gave it an air of, hey, we put some thought and effort into this particular product, even though it's a can koozie, which in general is a nothing item. Right now, I'm trying to decide if I'm gonna give it the half point or no point. I feel like it's a nice can koozie. If I had to put a level of basic, intermediate, and like pro can koozie, this would be like up there as far as quality, feel. You know, I actually don't know how to rate can koozies. I'm not a can koozie expert. I'm gonna give it the half point. I feel like at least there's some effort into this. This isn't like a basic one they would have just handed out like in a free gift. Hey, you came by the car lot to test drive a car, here's a free can koozie kind of thing. You know what I'm saying? Which brings us to a grand total of 3.5 out of 5, which is a slightly above average score. This box might not be for everybody. You may have scored some things lower or some things higher than I did, but that's my honest opinion. It's not a perfect box, but it's not the worst box I've ever gotten from Geek Fuel. So I feel like it was at least worth the 25 or whatever dollars I spent on it. And if you've played the game, let me know in the comments below. Which brings us to the end. Thanks for watching. Thanks for getting this far. Let me know what you thought. Did you agree with me? Did you not agree with me? Let me know in the comments below in the downstairs area. Like, share, subscribe, do all those, normal YouTube stuff. And I'll see you later. Bye.